Meanwhile, this morning, she is being called the vaccine fairy, a woman in Snoqualmie Ridge making people believe in magic again during the pandemic. We've already heard some of her story, actually about 20 minutes or so ago, but now she's joining us live to share more on her secrets. Nancy Baker joining us this morning. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, first off, thank you for what you're doing. I mean, you have found vaccines for what? I mean, dozens and dozens of people in our area.
Yeah, about 200. I'm working with an organization called Vaccine Fairies. I do it on my own as well, and they've gotten vaccines for about 10,000 people across the United States.
Okay, so I want you to tell us a little bit about this network of Vaccine Fairies. What is this all about?
Well, there were two young adults, Caitlin and David, and they just saw this need in the New York area, and they started trying to kind of stand in the gap of the tech divide for trying to get vaccines. It takes a lot of time, and there's a kind of a learning curve. And, you know, for JV parents like myself who have ever woken up over the years at 3:30 in the morning and there are kids playing games and they're in the same room and they've got these headsets on, they're talking on this thing called Discord, and they've set this whole thing up on it. I'm a 50-year-old mom who's now on this gaming platform, and they're talking across the country. I've got an appointment here. I've got an appointment here. I've got a 70-year-old that needs an appointment here, and they're talking and wheeling and dealing on it. It's really amazing. I have so much faith in our next generation.
I mean, it really sounds like, at this point, it sounds kind of like a well-oiled machine.
It is very well
situation.
organized. I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
And they're very, very ethical.
So, I mean, when it comes to finding these vaccines, like we just said, well-oiled machine, got a lot of people doing this, but what is your specific secret? What is the magic to getting one of these appointments?
Being very, very patient. Mm-hmm. If I don't find a vaccine, you know, right where I want to find it, it means it's not there right now, but it might be there later, and there might be one that's closer. So it is a matter of just kind of going down the rabbit hole and keep hitting enter, because you can have no appointments on your screen and you hit enter and 10 will come up.
Oh, wow. So it's sort of that luck, but it sounds like you've gotten very lucky, but you're also very skilled as well. I mean, we're talking about vaccine eligibility opening up today for, a million plus people in our state. Mm-hmm. What advice do you have for people to find a vaccine now that the eligibility is so much larger today?
Know your neighborhood, know where you can get one in your neighborhood. Know that you probably aren't going to get one for the next few days. It takes a while for the supply to catch up with the demand, but because you can't get one today doesn't mean you can't get one on Saturday. So be patient. There is ample supply, and I am so impressed at what our state has done. I mean, we were ground zero. We had the first case, we had the first outbreak, and we've done pretty well. And with containing it, and the disease, but they've also done really well of getting those vaccines out there. There is a website called covidwa.com, and that is a real-time scanner of where shots are. So it will say there are 5 shots at Rite Aid, or there's an opening at Snoqualmie Valley Hospital, and it can send you Twitter alerts when things open up.
This is kind of awesome that you've done this, especially when you're talking about helping total strangers in the middle of a pandemic. What made you want to do this?
It's nice to be useful. It was something that I could do. There's a lot that I can't do, but this was something I could do. I saw a need. I saw that teachers, if we were going to get our kids back to school, we needed to help teachers get their vaccines. And when I saw that, I just called them up, and then I had a skill set that other people didn't have, and I'm happy to help. I've got the time, and we all have somewhere where we can give a little.
Nancy, well, we appreciate everything you've done for so many people in our region. I can't imagine how grateful they are for your assistance. So thank you. And
you're welcome.
It's a pleasure speaking with you. We certainly appreciate it.
All right, you take care.
You too. And, you know, right now on the Q13 FOX app, you can see how Nancy herself, she once walked into a restaurant to make sure everyone was vaccinated, and I guess one person wasn't. So what she did in those moments that made, you know, sure that everyone had that vaccine, It's a really cool story. You don't want to miss that. So that is on our Q13 app right now. And